guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I'm Ashley. I'm a homeschooling mom with 8 kiddos ranging from 14 years down to 4 months. I wanted to kind of talk about a personal topic today, and not one that I talk a whole lot about until now. It is how I knew that I was done having kids. I never had an idea of having a big family. It was not my intention. It just kind of happened with each child that I was like, I'm not done, I'm not done, I'm not done. And then it was like, I think I want 8. And my last 2 pregnancies, I will link my health issues here. I dealt with preeclampsia. I almost was at a point where I was like, something kind of has to happen in order for me to say, I feel at peace with being done. And that is kind of what I had to go through in order for me to feel at peace with being done. I know I see so many, I'm part of a Facebook group, like a large family Facebook group, just kind of all over the United States. And that is one question that I see quite often. How do you know that you are done? I feel like people will say I have 4 and I feel like somebody's missing. I have 5 and I don't think I'm done, et cetera, et cetera. It took this health issue and I really believe this was God's way of having me decide that's it. It really took that to kind of scare me and be like, there's a possibility that I might not survive a next pregnancy. I might not survive a next pre-labor, post-labor. My baby might not survive because of my health issues. Having 8 healthy children, knock on wood, is the utmost blessing. And it is something that I do not take for granted. And I feel, whereas before I was like, no, I want to save the baby clothes just in case. And I'm just in case. I am like, let's sell the baby clothes. Something just happens. Something just flips. And you say to yourself, my health is more important than my need to have more children. I feel like we are complete. I have 5 boys and 3 girls. I always said, as like a faraway goal, I would say, not always, like when I kept saying to myself, I don't know what my end number is, what our end number is. 8 was like way at the end of the spectrum. And I got there. We got there and we have 8 healthy children. And that is all I can ask for. My health, my husband's health, and 8 healthy children. Like, how many people can say that? I have become so more cognizant of that, having gone through this last pregnancy. I am thankful for that. I am more in tune to my health, and I am actively trying to stay healthy and to make sure that I stay healthy and focus on my health. And that is something that I could really never do because I was constantly pregnant and constantly having kids. And it is so important to me to be there for all of these kids as long as I possibly can. And in order to do that, I need to 100% focus on my health. And I always had it in the back of my head, like, oh, I can't, I don't want to plan this yet because maybe I might be pregnant then, or I might deliver then, or whatever. I don't have to worry about being in the hospital at Christmas. I don't have to worry about missing a kid's birthday because I'm in the hospital. I don't have to worry my entire pregnancy about my health or my baby's health. Whereas before I was very ignorant in that regard. I did not realize the extent of preeclampsia. I did not realize the severity of my health issues until this last pregnancy. And so I think once that happens, that is something that really just like makes you stop in your tracks and say, I need to be there for all my kids. Like, what else? This is the biggest blessing. I could not possibly ask for anything more than what we have. and I am thankful and I am at peace with what we have. Now, with that being said, I will miss the baby moments. I will miss the toddler moments as my kids get older. But the feeling intensifies of the finality of all of this, that I can focus on our older kids and our middle kids and our younger kids and do things maybe more as a family, because I don't have to worry about having a newborn at this time, or my newborn being sick because they're so small. There's so many things I don't have to worry about because as my kids get older. And like I said, I have so much more focus on health as it relates to me, my husband, my kids, and I want to make sure that it all just stays good. Now, like I said, there are so many things that I will miss, but at the same time, and this might be a TMI moment or a personal moment, neither one of us have had any surgical procedure to prevent anything from happening. So as careful as you are, if something does happen, it would really be a God moment, because that is not something that I'm like, oh, let's take our chances. No, everything under my control, I'm preventing that. So if something happens, it is not my doing. It is God's doing. It is not mine. And so I would have to trust that. So as of right now, there's nothing surgically done to prevent this. But in my mind, I am okay with not having any more. And I never thought that I would get to that point. So I can assure you, if you are feeling like that, if there is something that keeps going in your head, have that conversation with your spouse, obviously. I think my husband never thought that I would get to the point where I would say, we're done. And I never thought we would get to that point to say that we're done. And the fact that I say that now is mind-blowing to me, because that is really a godsend, that it was almost like, hey, I have to have this happen, this borderline, really severe health issue, which I had it minor compared to what I have read other people have with preeclampsia. So I am very thankful, but it was enough. It was just enough to scare me and to make me realize and kind of put in my head, like God put in my head, look what you have. Look what I have given you. This is your blessing. This is your life. This is your life calling. This is your purpose. And I believe that with every fiber of my being, that this is my life's purpose. Because there's not many of us, guys. And I don't know how many kids you guys have that are watching. And you have, I feel like, as many as you can handle. I feel like beyond 8, I'd be stretching myself kind of thin. And I'd be stretching my kids thin with being able to spend time with all of them. Ironically enough, my grandma had 5 boys and 3 girls. So I find that kind of cool too. On my dad's side, 5 boys and 3 girls, just like me. So I kind of find that a weird full circle moment. So I just wanted to kind of make that personal video. I had really been dealing and thinking about that for a long time. Like, do I want to make this video? But as seeing so many people, and I'm not saying you have to go through a health issue to realize the finality, and some people might still struggle with, do I want more? Do I want more? And that's just really a conversation that you need to have. If you feel like somebody is missing, which I feel like I did, I felt like somebody was missing, then you just need to pray about it, guys. Pray about it and say, somehow make my decision okay. So if you have any questions about this really like personal taboo topic, let me know down below. I am happy to answer any questions. I'm happy to give any advice. And we're all here to kind of help each other. So I really believe that. And I feel like somebody could say one thing and it'd be like a light bulb moment to somebody else. So let me know if you have any questions, guys, down below, and I will see you next time. Take care.